Nebraska now at the Missouri River Basin, Lewis and Clark Center. And we come across this gorgeous, beautiful sculpture. I have to get more of it and get closer. But it's gonna be shaky because I'm walking. And I can't see because of the stupid sun. With Seaman, there's Seaman, the dog. I can't see. No, going the wrong way. There. You gotta admit, that's pretty friggin' cool. Get it from all angles. There we go. See what it says. Pointing the way. See if there's anything over here. Nope. And here's another angle. And didn't know it was part of the National Park Service. Huh. Here is another replica. A neater replica of the boat. We're early, doesn't open for another half hour. I think I may have to go get my sweatshirt because it's cold. And you're actually allowed to walk in it. See the rudder. The rudder. And here's Seaman. Seaman. Trusty old lab. You can read that. Part of the Lewis and Clark Trail. I don't think the National Park Service informed me about the trail. There's signs all over. Oh, let's get this. Tells about the replica. It's not like we haven't seen a lot of this already, but this one you can actually go on. And please remain on lower deck, and I will. But here you go. And I don't know. Somebody can comment or something, or I forget how many people were actually living on this thing or rowing on this thing. There's the anchor. The rigging. One guy was telling me yesterday that the sail wasn't really used all that much. Can you see the sail? No sail up, of course. There you go. What it was like. Keep the sun off of them. And then here's the outdoor. And then we're going in here in about 20 minutes. Hey Skip, can I have your keys? I gotta get my sweatshirt out. It is cold. Too cold. And there's Old Glory. A better view of the museum visitor center. And then I'm going right up there. Look up there. The car. Look up the car. I'll get a closer one of this. So it looks like there's people here building this thing. It's kind of neat. Skip's there talking to somebody. I'll ask him what it's all about. See? Doing a good job. So you're going to see so much of this stuff, you're going to hate it. But I don't. I love this stuff. See how they did the chimneys? This is a better view, but they're using cement. So it would last longer. Because what they built was just temporary and they didn't really care much about it. Over here, there's scaffolding. The war wagon. See? How neat. We're going to be going in here in about 15 minutes.
Shade structure, you have to
Here's
pretty hot up there for Butch. So.
This doggone, but Butch is the one, the master builder. He built the boat that we just looked at. He's got his pipe in his mouth and having a good time. And we're talking to the museum curator here. I'll get a picture of him. And he's the one that runs this place.
Here for about 6 years.
Petey was a pet prairie dog and wound up here.
So then when I was reenacting.
So he was just explaining all this to us. I didn't want to film him, but we'll get this talking about earth lodges. And he's going to open it up for us. The sun's terrible, so I don't know what I'm all getting here. And hopefully enough for you to enjoy it. Here's an actual picture. I don't know what I'm getting here. And then the full view. And here we go. Now, he was just explaining that it kept leaking, and then Butch, the master builder of all this stuff, decided to put a tarp on, and now that's leaking, so they have to do something else with it. But we'll get a good view of a mud hut lodge.
A series of 5 of them.
Oh man, this is big.
Well, look on our counter. I don't know if we've got them all left yet, but that'll help you. There's one for Iowa, Nebraska, South Dakota. There's one for South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana.
Boy, this is
But,
huge.
It shows you little bits of the trail,
Oh.
and then highlights along the trail, things to see.
Okay, okay.
And then the towns that are along the trail, what it will.
So they were sedentary, he was explaining to us. And they did the Three Sisters.
Very good.
And then you've got the long one from the Park Service. It's about, it unfolds about this
Yeah,
long.
yeah.
You've got those two. Hey, happy trails. I'm jealous of you guys.
Keep off. I don't blame you. Put a horse on front there and you can move all your stuff. Women and children slept to the well. Keep your hands off. It's a little wet here. Like you said, it's leaking. This is not funded by any government. Not funded by any government. So it's all donations or paying to go in. So hopefully if anybody goes on this, wait a year or so and all this stuff will be finished. He said what they're doing up top is gonna replicate Fort Du Bois, and it's supposed to be done fall of 2025, but they're ahead of schedule, so who knows, and then maybe it'll jump back on this and get this in shape. But Butch, he's got a book called, what was it, Skip? Muddy Waters?
Yeah.
And he's not college educated. He's a high school graduate and been doing stuff like this all his life. So kudos to him, living a fantastic existence all his life. Looks like there's a trail system here too. But this is the way I understand it is this museum is supposed to be dedicated to the discovery of plants and animals and what have you, to bring back to Mr. Jefferson. But anyway, you get the drift. From here on out, like I said, I'm going to only film things of interest, because you've got everything practically from the other museums. So there's no sense in showing the same old stuff. But that's that. The neat part about going on some of these adventures is the people you meet and how friendly people are and nice and everything, and how they educate you on stuff. Being 69, I love being educated still. Back at Petey's burial site or memorial, I think I'd like to have a pet prairie dog. Wouldn't that be so cool? Yeah. So he was telling us about a mound that this farmer has on his land, and he brought a wild prairie dog with him, and on his land is the hill that the expedition where they caught and seen and caught the first prairie dog. Going into the visitor center museum, and this is what it looks like. It's gorgeous. There's some of the specimens that I'm thinking they brought back, and then we're here a little early for this stuff. There's Tom and bookstore.
Veteran?
$50 a piece?
Yeah.
Let me get my glasses on and do this right.
Okay.
Guys who are building out there.
Yes.
Okay. And then this beautiful picture here. Look at this. Sorry.
Elevator.
Okay.
And there's a movie downstairs. If you'd like, it's about a half an hour, a little over half an hour long. Otherwise, it's sort of go at your own pace kind of thing. We start the movie, so it's not enough.
Another sculpture.
Let's go get somebody like that. So, graduation party on Saturday.
Yes.
How big will get these through the entire area downstairs then? Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna do this precursory. Oh, they got beautiful birds though. How neat. Oh, here's fragile. Do not touch. You will not touch. And I guess this is Fort Man. No, not Fort Mandan. Fort Du Bois. And another boat which built all this, and there's seamen in the front, and a beaver. We may not be doing a ton of this because there is so much to see. Where do we go? How do we start, Skip?
She probably needs it. She's paying for it. So.
Go upstairs. I think I'm gonna visit the little boys' room. This is what it looks like inside. Lucy Lewis Marks, herb doctor. Let's get her story. And that's it. Encourage anybody who watches it to someday in their life come do this. Look at them beams. Oh wow, that's neat. There's a bison. In all of its glory. Hopefully we see a bunch of these up in Theodore Roosevelt. And prairie dogs, aren't they the cutest little things you ever wanted to see? They are cute. I want one. I want one. Some pheasants. And a wolf. Ooh, that is neat. And a brown bear. A bar. and a bobcat. Let's zoom in on the bobcat. He's pretty cool too. Bob. Oh, and what's here? A cub, a baby cub with oh, and then an elk over here. Oh my lord, isn't that too cool? I want to go out first. And zoom in on him. Adult male elk. Neat painting. Male elk and his call. And again, I'm going to do all this. If I see anything that is out of the ordinary, there's a grizz like this. A grizz. Scary looking thing. I thought reading about this place, it was more about what they discovered and what they were looking for, but anyway, I guess I don't know what this is portraying.
Stuff.
It is. There's a hawk up there, perched on the. Am I getting him? I can't tell. Yeah, I am. And this lens is terrible when there's light hits it. Anything else of interest that we would like to see? Here's a neater picture of the elk. So neat. So much power in them animals. This is inside here too. Just get a look at in a library. I don't know where the postage stamp is. Oh. These are kind of neat though. I like this. And this. And this. And that. An American Indian dance says. Dance says. I'm not reading this though. I'm sure there's some good info here. Chief Joseph of the Nez Perce. Buffalo Soldier. Buffalo Soldier. Oh, there's a moose. Gotta get a good one of the moose. Oh, and a squirrel. Gotta get the squirrel. Yes, sirree. Pretty picture there. Something. Beaverhead Rock in Montana. There's where he lies. I don't know what that is. Board member. Oh, here it is. There's the stamp. There. And that's it. One more shot. Get the back of the recreated boat. Now in Omaha, Nebraska, at the Lewis and Clark Expedition. We'll get a picture of the National Park Service emblem up there. We are right on the banks of the Missouri, which is over here. Got a couple signage, plaques out in front, preserving our heritage. West Regional Office. And who doesn't love? Oh, I was there. Me and Ann. Me and my baby little girl Ann were there. People, places, and stories. Lewis and Clark Historic Trail. And if you send away for literature, this is where it comes from. Let's get a close-up of that, if I can see. Walk in, there's the Peace Medal. Indians. Just get a Omaha Mandan, Rural Sioux, the Oto. We were just told about the Oto from the Oto, the Nez Perce. Wishram, Rishram, I guess. The Chatsup and Chinook. This is what it looks like in here. In the lobby. And hook Papa some boys. Say this is going to be much of the same. Here's a neat little display. And then of course the voyage of discovery. Here's a neat uniform. You can get filmed with this, it looks like, if you so wish. Oh, this is what I like to see, this here. Oops, darn it.
Mr. Summer is just this floor right here. So feel free to look around and get the film available on request.
Transportation. Dugout canoe. The whole boat, we learned about that. The iron boat, didn't learn about that. Horses, the pirogues.
Guys got any questions?
I figured.
No, sir. Good.
And we signed the book. I guess this is from the journals. And now we're going in the back, and this is going to be a quick job. So is it, where's the
Fort Atkinson?
Yeah, we're going there. We're gonna be there. Are we gonna go upstairs or are we done?
Where we want to go.
Well, upstairs, I guess. So this is a pedestrian bridge. Iowa over there, Nebraska over here. Neat architecture. There's the mighty Missouri. Let's see what this has to say.
You want to see the
If
movie?
anything. No. Do you? Westerly waters. there's a movie there, but I think we're getting the gist of the... Are we getting the gist of this whole thing, Skip? I think we are. Okay, well this is the kind of stuff. Well, we're going to the first council. That's our next stop. That's our next stop, is first council. With the meeting of the Native American Indians, or whatever they want to be called. I don't want to offend anyone. Oh, there's a prairie dog. Petey. There's Petey. He's a black-tailed prairie dog. There's some of the wildlife. The Osage orange, yeah, and some of the botanical. And there's a little robin coming up. Say hi. Hello, Robin. Hi, Robin. Hi, Robin. Not afraid? There you go. I'd be afraid too. I'm scary. I'm one scary human being. See what's over here. Oh, here we go. Here's the huts. And I think we're gonna see some. What was that man's name and position that talked to us about and let us into the huts? Don't remember his name, but he was what? The curator?
He was the executive director.
Executive director, and he was so kind to let us in. But we're supposed to, we're gonna find some that are actually intact from the Oto and the Missouri. Okay, what today is Omaha, and I think that's it. What do you think?
I think you're right. I think
Okay. One last, and this is William Clark, and the signage and some of the beautiful flowers and plants. The kind of stuff that they were bringing back to the botanist Thomas Jefferson.
Pictures don't do it.
I hope I can get this little guy. He's funny. He was laying on his back, acting like he was dying. I didn't get it. Well, oh, there it is. Now I can't see. Yeah, look at him. He's funny. Where's he at? I never do. When I think I'm getting them, I never do. Shoot. Come on, viewfinder. Oh. Coming out of the headquarters, we spotted this across the street, still in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm walking, so. But here. There you go. Bareback, riding bareback. clenched fist, being very defiant. And getting an angle, getting a full look at his muscles. That's neat. And stop again. And out. And out. And there you got it. And what you just seen was done by this young man. Or old man, who knows. So this is on the trail. Actually, this is supposed to be the first Counsel site, so we'll see, but we weren't able to park at the visitor center just yet. But there's a recreated fort here that looks also cool. No way, it does earlier see Lewis and Clark's Counsel Bluff. This just tells the whole story of it. And then wait till you see it. Wait till you see this fort. This recreated fort. And I don't understand why these this is about what I'm looking at. So we're going to keep it at this for the time being. Of course, this was not here. Taking a gander at it. So I got to turn it off until we get in there. Doing their part and making our country beautiful again. The beautiful prairie grasslands. What it looked like many, many moons ago. What it looked like, man, that's impregnable. You would think this would be built against a white army opposed to Native American Indians. There's no smoking and no bicycles. Look at this place. This is pretty neat. A real frontier fort. And there's kids here playing around, learning. This place is huge. Good Lord. Look at this. No, I don't. No, I'm a tourist like yous. You know, there's stuff down there that we have to go look at. I wonder if this is a stockade right in the middle of it. I'm not going to film too much in here. 1826 uniform. Powder magazine. That makes more sense. Let's keep it away from everybody. What it looks like. CCC. See a frontier fort. Then I'm gonna go over there. So I'm hoping this talks about Lewis and Clark, because It's not, why is it on the trail? That's what I'm getting at. Doesn't make any sense. So let me take a look at this stuff. What a field for a nature list, blah. A fort to command the country and river. Here we go. There's Lewis and Clark, a little bit about them. I don't see anything of, oh. Let's get this. That makes sense now. See if there's any more over here. If not. But first council, I thought was sort of the nature of the river. Here is some mention of them. Again. Okay. So, as usual, I was mistaken. The first council actually was down in Omaha, and they just called Council Bluff. Just for the heck of it is what, okay, so then again, I am not sure. But that is where I'm at now. My understanding. Mosquito. There's a mosquito who hampered their journey. Skeeters, they called them. The lingo of the day. I like the uniforms of the day. Oh, here comes a cannon. Oh, awesome. Bringing in a cannon. That's neat. Close-up of the cannon. They can fire it. I guess they're not going to fire it. See so many cannons on my videos. This is an American cannon, probably in the 1820s, I'm assuming. Probably a 6-pounder, maybe? I don't know who to ask. Here's the guardhouse, which I thought the other one was. Oh, look at the cage. Look at that. Solitary confinement. And the guardhouse, I'm assuming. I don't want to be filming all this, though. It's a waste. It's not a waste of time. It's just over here. Or,
You know what we didn't do?
is that a howitzer?
Yeah. We're gonna be doing it now.
That's not a howitzer. Take a break. That may be a 4-pounder. I'm thinking. That's employees only. So, stupid me, any of these signs are related to Lewis and Clark. So I'm going to hurry up and do all these. I think I'm going to. Birds around the feeder and some squirrels. always a little squirrels. Come on out, come on out, come on out, come on out. There. Birds. Here's another diorama. They're firing that gun out there. And then here's a neat diorama.
$4. Yeah, I'll take the cap and then I'll take the credit card.
It's a pretty impregnable fort. There's some soldiers. Those look like Adler miniatures. Excuse me. But I can't tell. Those look like 6mm or 10. No, more like 10. Oh, darn. Here, we're gonna have to get that from over here. Neat.
Fort Atkinson had 3 blacksmith shops. One closest to the river to support the repairs of dock boats.
Okay.
A small one on the
Moving stuff from my first.
First Counsel.
I was trying to find overnight.
So if I didn't mention it, we are at Fort Atkinson, which was a later fort, but this is where I found out by talking to somebody, this is 100% where the first council took place, not in Omaha. I might have misread that down there to begin with. So anyway, I don't know if you can read that, but it talks all about it. I'll go in a little bit. No, I can't. So you can see it. And hopefully that was long enough. So let's go see it. Okay. Let's talk about the monument. We don't care about that. Up here. People who help pay for it all. Help pay for it all. Some more. But this sculpture looks awesome. I think it was what I filmed in there. It was a miniature of this one I filmed in there, Skip. In the glass, you really couldn't see it that well. But anyway, now we get the full view. Look at this. Oh man, how neat. Sheesh. Maybe it'll explain somewhere who all these people are. I know Seaman. This may be Lewis and Clark. He looks like a Frenchman. Does it explain what Native American Indian tribe? Did we learn that?
I didn't see it.
Let's see if this shows anything. No, that's just a piece of metal that they gave out. Here's something over here. Let me just see. Should have stopped this, but hey, I'll do it. There's one more. Again, I'm being hampered by the sun, so bear with me. Oto and Missouri Indians, Native American Indians, and that was William. I mean, that was Clark and Lewis, but we don't know who the other guy is. Maybe it'll explain where Skip's. A lot of rehash. Oh, why am I? Oh, there. Again, the viewfinder. Cemetery out there. Don't know what that's about though. Okay, so I want to get more of this because it's so well done. Walk around, stop. But not least, just yelled at me. I think it's a ground squirrel. I don't think it's a prairie dog. He's a cute little guy, but now he's scared. Come on, little guy. Come on out. Seen this, and I was debating if I should get it. We start driving down the road to go to the next one. I told Skip, why don't you pull around if you don't mind. Let's get this thing because it was so neat. And then this lady got in front of us and pulled right in front. So now I got to do it this way. So I'm going to walk from left to right. Yeah, Skip gets done. Waiting for Skip to get done. Okay. Skip got done. So we're going to walk it like this. And get the end. And then maybe walk it the other way. Still in Nebraska, and this is a Blackbird Scenic Overlook. We are in an Indian reservation at this point. I have taken us the Omaha tribe. There's a trail over there too, Skip. Blackbird Scenic Overview. Overview. I thought it was Overlook. Oh well. We're taking another trail. The other one is that away to the left. But I really like these grasses. This grass. And it's also in amongst the trees. Just kind of neat. Gnarly old trees. Does it go anywhere? Oh. Oh well. Oh well. Well, you got to see the gnarly old trees. This is what the Overlook looks like. The shelter anyway. And there's some signage there. And we hopefully get the signage and then the view. As you can see, the shelter is kind of in the shape of the mud hut. Where do I start? I'm going to start over here. And oh, how do you like that? This tells about the Omaha Earth launch. I think that's would be neat to, yeah, see, I think we're gonna visit one here soon. believe we're gonna visit a Omaha site here after this with mud, I think. I hope. There must be a trail. Get it to what I'm seeing. There. That's what I'm seeing. No, a little bit more. There. That's the Missouri. There's some people walking up a trail, so they're going to be walking right past you. Right in the view. Aw, darn it. Screwed that up. It's getting cold up here. See, I wish I could, there. See, that's better. That's the view. Right there. Okay, I'm gonna hike down this trail. See where it goes, where those two lovers were. Don't know what they were, but you know how young people are. I'm not so sure where this goes. It doesn't look like it goes anywhere. But still a neat view. Nebraska. I'm not sure where this goes. I don't think it goes anywhere. I think it just goes right here. Don't know what they were doing down here. Don't know what they were doing down here, them two sassy young people. Okay, that's it. Here's the bottom of the hill. Feels pretty neat. The Great Spirit is communicating with us. I don't know, but I had to get this cloud. We weren't allowed to smoke up at the Overlook, so we stopped, and the next, we were in trouble finding the next site. I think we found it though, but we're here smoking. We're probably still not allowed because we're still on the Indian reservation. But I seen this cloud and I just think it's gorgeous. And another one over that way. And over this way. It's beauteous. And over this way. Get Skip's face in the way. He probably don't want me to. and the viewer. Play again. They were cute. Sioux City, Iowa. There's if I can see. There. His memorial. Just a picture that we know all about that. Know all about that. get a picture of the whole thing. And we're gonna go down here. I don't know if we give a shit about that. I don't. Well, where is his? I don't know. I don't know what happened to. It's like there was a grave marker. Get a picture of him. Let's get a good picture of him. I don't know, I guess these light up. Well, with this broken one I can tell. Yes, they light up. We'll take a walk around. And then I'll get this up here. And let Skip get his. Oh, there's the Missouri. We'll get that after I get this stuff. Period flag, I'm assuming, with the number of states. Stars, that is. Let's zoom back. And let's make this the way I see it. And a little bit more. That's about right where I'm seeing it, the way it looks like up here on this hill. And we'll take a walk down. I'm assuming these light up, of course. Somebody's always got to break something. Yeah. But it's fairly well kept. There's something here. I guess this is showing me. And look at all that neat little graffiti. I don't know if you can read it. It's kind of telling you. I don't know what that's telling me. Graffiti, graffiti, graffiti. that's what we're looking at here. I don't know. We'll just pan the whole area. Ain't much to see. Nice rock wall. And then the last of it. We're way up on this hill. He was buried up here though, right?
Yeah, right.
That's what I thought. But they looks like they had a grave marker and now they don't. It was a flat thing that I could see. Oh well. So Skip met a gentleman as we were walking up here, and he indicated to Skip that 50 years ago as a child he planted that tree on Arbor Day. And Arbor Day? Arbor Day. Neat. There's a better view of that tree from the John. See the John. Neat rocks. See if it's open now. Oh, there's my brother. Sorry. Sorry. Still in Sioux City, Iowa. And this is the Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center. Oh Lord, they got some neat stuff here too. I don't know if it's open still. If not, we'll just get what's out here. Really like to get the three seamen in there. He's a major part of the expedition. We'll get the front right there. Who did the work? Then we'll come up here and it tells you who they are. And that's him. And that's him. I think you all know this by now. And that's now we're gonna go around back. We're gonna pan them all the way around, all the way around. I will. I'll care. I'll care. Two little guys in a club. I guess we'll walk it. Instead of turning it off, we'll walk it. Mighty windy up here in the plains. Deer running through. Let's get the bear. Get the elk. I don't know if this place is open. Lights are still on now.
Yeah, there. That's cool.
There's an elk.
Wow, look at
What? Oh, and then the Bison. And we're gonna see some, I would assume, up in Theodore Roosevelt North section. And then we got these little guys here. And a little prairie dog. And we'll pan around so you can see. We're on the river. The river's over that way. And that's it. So we're inside the Interpretive Center. This is a famous, as you can tell, a famous theme on the trail. These guys. There's the peace medal. You got pictures of that. The Floyd monument. The grizzly bear. This is for children. And the prairie dog. See, you can put a piece of paper on there, take this, and then this is all. Oh, there's the dog.
You gotta have me go over just a little bit so I can get the big dogs.
I don't know. We're just gonna walk through this real quick, but it's neat. Every place has to have something. Let's get the dog. We can do the dog. I think everybody knows everything about the dog. Seaman seems to have played, like I said, a great role in making it a successful. Barking squirrel. It's hilarious. Anyway, oh, he's furry here. And I captured a prairie dog. That's what Skip and I are going to do. We're going to capture. We're going to capture that. We're going to stop. Here's a replica in the Interpretive Center in Sioux City. And I just ran into a lady that knows my buddy Joe Sissel. She worked for Storage Tech. That was big with SCH.
Known as the Northwest Passage. The Spanish, French, British also want to discover that Northwest Passage. The nation that finds it first will control North America's destiny. In January of 1803, I wrote a secret message to Congress. I requested funds for an expedition led by my former personal secretary, Meriwether Lewis. Congress granted my request. In June of 1803, I sent instructions to Lewis. I described my hopes and his responsibilities. I included the following instructions. Find the Northwest Passage. Carefully record what you observe and learn. Make 2 copies of your records in case one is lost or damaged. Record longitude and latitude so that maps may be made. Record descriptions of the natural environment, weather, and climate. Develop friendly relations with the native peoples. Learn about their tribal nations, their goods, languages, laws, traditions, and attitudes. How they farm, fish, hunt, create art, and battle in war. Give them peace medals and other gifts. Arrange for influential chiefs to visit Washington, D.C. Captain Lewis, I give you absolute authority to carry out this military mission of exploring the West. May you and all who serve in this mission safely return with information that will benefit the scientific, commercial, and national interests of our great and growing country.
My name is Charles Floyd, one of 3 sergeants on the Lewis and Clark expedition, instructed by President Thomas Jefferson to find and map the Northwest Passage that will open our country to great prosperity. It was August 1st, 1803. I was 21 years old, a constable carrying mail between Louisville, Kentucky and Vincennes, Indiana Territory, when Captain Clark recruited me, one of the first 3 permanent members of the Corps of Discovery. He and Captain Meriwether Lewis saw leadership ability and physical strength in me. They made me one of their 3 sergeants. Captain Lewis later would call me a young man of much merit. As a sergeant, I commanded a small squad of soldiers. I rotated work on the keelboat and supervised basics of camp life. This freed the captains to work on the expedition's diplomatic and scientific objectives. As a sergeant, I was required to keep a journal as a record of our voyage, in case the captain's journals were lost. I was proud to serve on this mission into the treacherous unknown, to carry out my duties, to abide by my captain's orders to the best of my abilities, to cooperate fully in reaching our destination, the Pacific Ocean. With my own eyes, I would see the Pacific Ocean and encounter all wonder and hardship that lay before it. I would return home to tell the story.
Once in a while, they'll come.
I died of natural causes on August 20th, 1804, here in this land, just 3 months after our departure from St. Charles, and more than a year before the Corps of Discovery saw the Pacific Ocean. My journey is all that is left to commemorate my part in this important expedition.
Decent thing we could do. The men performed well,
Your reading was stirring, Captain.
precious little. You spend months thinking of everything you could possibly need on an expedition so important to our country, but somehow you're still unprepared for moments like this.
But surely, under the circumstances,
I keep thinking if only I'd recognized your symptoms sooner.
it all happened so fast.
I know.
You mustn't blame yourself, Captain.
Sometimes I wish I had your common sense, Clark. Of course, that's why I insisted you share this command in the first place. I couldn't have asked more from any man today.
Everyone was more willing. Besides, we couldn't have found a more handsome spot on the bluffs.
I only hope the grave is left undisturbed.
The coffin should help bury them as deep as we could.
God forbid we ever have to make another one.
I'd be surprised if we didn't.
Who knows what lies ahead of us? How do you think the men are holding up?
As well as could be expected. Some of them are pretty young.
And Death a stern teacher, I know. Sergeant Floyd was well thought of, God bless the man. We need more like him. Do you think Gas can handle his command?
Yes, sir. Put it to a vote of the men.
Some of these roughnecks, especially a deserter like Reed, I don't know.
We better push on, sir. None of us got much sleep last night, and we'll have to make camp soon. No telling how much longer this good weather will last.
It is a beautiful evening. This land is something special, Clark. What we're doing here, the service to our country of honorable men like Sergeant Floyd, well, it can't be in vain. There's no doubt in our heart whatsoever.
My name is Charles Floyd, one of 3 sergeants on the Lewis, carrying mail between Louisville, Kentucky and Vincennes, Indiana Territory. When Captain Clark recruited me, one of the first 3 permanent members of the Corps of Discovery. He and Captain Meriwether Lewis saw leadership ability and physical strength. They made me one of their 3 sergeants. Captain Lewis later would call me a young man of much merit. As a sergeant, I commanded a small squad of soldiers. I rotated work on the keel and supervised basics of camp life. This freed the captains to work on the abide by my captain's orders to the best of
born to be the slave and body servant of the young William Clark. In 1803, Master William Clark was contacted by his old friend Meriwether Lewis to help command an expedition to find a route to the ocean out west. Of course, I was to come on the trip and leave my wife and family behind for who knows how long. On the trail, I helped with everything: mapping, hunting, pushing and pulling the boat, and protecting what we had. I had a gun, which meant I had the trust of the men. No slave was ever allowed to carry a gun. I cared for poor Sergeant Floyd when he took ill. None of the captain's medicines could make him better. We buried him atop a hill by what we called Floyd's River. I saw and did amazing things on this journey. I saw places where few white men had ever been. I climbed snow-capped mountains and swam swift-moving rivers. I walked among the native people who welcomed me with open arms. They were amazed at my black skin and called me Big Medicine. And I was there when we finally reached the ocean waters. Now I ask that you remember me and my name, so my voice and my story will be heard for generations and generations to come.
We're in a park in Nebraska again, looking for something. I forget. Somebody got lost. But this looks neat, so I'm filming it. Did I get the dinosaurs? I don't know. I got these guys. Is there more to it? And I got these guys. But this isn't what we're looking for. But might as well film it. And then these guys. I think we're supposed to be down by the river though, to be quite honest with you. But this explains what that was all about. But I'm not standing here. You know what's interesting about this? There's lightning rods at the top. They don't want like butter Jesus on 75 to get destroyed. So we're in Ponca State Park, I guess, looking for Private Shannon's Misadventure. No, we're not going to walk up here. I doubt it, because he was found right on the banks of the river, and I ain't going up there. But anyway, this is probably where he was found. We're going to look around a little bit more, but it's doesn't look promising. Union County, we're in South Dakota now. Election Point is here. They camped around here. I don't know where. They camped around here though. It's a park now. See, park, Heritage Park, in the same place. I don't know if you can read that. Yeah, I'm sure you can. It's a lot there. right off of I-29.
Both sides?
No,
Oh.
but you'll like it. On this same site, which they mentioned Eli Wixon's farm site. But this is kind of neat history too. I'll just put it there so you can read it. Well, better bring it back a little. Let me know when you're done. Read fast. Come on, read fast. Hurry up. Stopped here in Vermilion, South Dakota, and I happened to, well, smoking a cigarette. I happened to see this, and it's nice to see. He's not dead. They're just honoring him, and if you'd like to read it, it's really inspiring. It inspired me. Nice. Good news. Good people.